How's everybody doing?
Good.
All right.
Check.
Who's from Brooklyn or lived in Brooklyn for the last couple of years? Okay. So, if you're from Brooklyn or been living in Brooklyn for the last couple of years, you most definitely seen these 5 talented dudes perform. And it was only a matter of time before the world got to become fans. And look who we are. We here right now. Congrats. Round of applause for Phony Ppl right now. Now, as a fan, I have to ask. It's been a long time since a new project. I've been kind of thirst. So, like, when did the process start for mō'zā-ik, and like describe that from there?
Oh, it started. Hi, my name's Barry. Yeah. Wait.
I didn't even know.
Yeah. I mean, I think the process for mō'zā-ik started right after yesterday's tomorrow. And I know that it's just been a long journey for the whole 3 years. You know, we really did, want to get something out earlier, but we were like, no, they'll be patient. They're cool people. That's what we think of our fans. They're all just super cool, smart people. So, yeah. And so we were like, nah, they'll be patient. We got to make this like something challenging, something different, unique than what's going on in the industry today. And, we did that.
Yeah,
We're proud.
Nice. Is there like a specific message, a theme that you wanted to go with this album?
I feel like one thing about it is the reason we chose mō'zā-ik specifically at first was because it felt like every song was almost like its own room in a museum exhibit. You know what I mean? Like every room was a different series of paintings or something like that. So the stream between them, it's the 5 of us for sure, but also it's just like really a group of songs that we definitely knew went together well. We had to cut down a lot of songs. Just so y'all know, it's been 3 years. We had like a tremendous amount of songs. And, it would have been like Scorpion. It would have been like Drake's album. But
Shots fired.
But yeah, it would have been a lot. So we had to cut down like what we felt went together. And these specifically, I think showed a lot of the growth that we were going for. And so the stream behind or through all of them at least is really just that standard of quality I think that we tried to go for every song.
Shout out to Champy.
That leads perfectly to the next question. It was like the progression. It's been 3 years. How have y'all progressed sonically and as a person?
Oh, may I?
Woke.
All right, so I can tell from rehearsals that we have, from ideas that we just passing around to each other, that everyone has been putting in their 10,000 hours, you know what I mean? Not to say we hit the 10,000 yet, but that we're working towards the 10,000, And I hear that every time he plays, you know?
When he sings and when he sings.
Thank you, sir. My guy.
Nice.
I hear it from there's a way like, you could play the notes that are given to you verbatim, just like, okay, these are these notes. Like reading a sentence, you could read a sentence back perfectly the way it is, and nothing's wrong with it. But if you add a semicolon in there, you add a little comma, or your periods, your exclamations here, you make it you. I'm hearing that from all of us, you know what I mean? From when he hits the drum, he plays the guitar, he might voice a chord differently than he would have voiced it like on Yesterday's Tomorrow, because our vocabulary on our instruments is expanding, It's like, I feel it.
Nice. And over these last couple of years, your popularity has grown tremendously. Funny story, I was in Amsterdam, and like before, like I remember seeing y'all like in 2014, like at like a bar, like a random place in like some part in Brooklyn. And fast forward, I'm in Amsterdam, and they were playing. It was like somewhere I stumbled and I was like, "Who's this?" And I was like, "Oh, Phony Ppl, nice. Love these guys." I've been a fan since then. But in Amsterdam, fast forward 2017, some guy I'm just drinking at a bar, and he was like, "Hey, can you play Phony Ppl at end of the joint?" And I'm just like, "Oh, how do y'all know about that?" I was like, "Oh, internet, YouTube. Oh my God." So I'm curious to see like how has things changed for y'all over the last couple of years, just from like looking from the outside.
Just real quick, just to go off your story, we've been getting that a lot lately. Like we heard one from Vancouver, one, and mind you, it's not that we aren't like paying attention or anything, but it's really interesting to hear that, you know, oh, they were playing you in Australia the other day. You're like, what? I didn't go to Australia.
We got mad love in Korea.
Korea,
Like,
oh my God.
Like this just over the years, like, you know, it's just been cool. Like, you know, we don't really try to focus on it too much. We love it, but you know, it's about the music. You know, it's about increasing the intelligence and all that. But just hearing all the, oh, this person in Africa really, oh, and this person in Japan, and it's like, word? I mean, like, yo, I'm just in Bed-Stuy, Crown Heights, you feel me? I'm you know.
I don't think it's changed us personally too much. I think for the most part, if we talk to people about music, they probably take us a little more serious. But like, if you talk to any of the five of us, we're very silly. We don't really take ourselves too seriously. So like, we don't expect.
The hottest pods, Yugi.
But we're very appreciative. I mean, like, we just found out we're playing that festival in Korea, and we were like, oh, we're playing a festival. And then they're like, you're headlining a festival. We're like, oh.
That's a different energy. Oh,
No competition.
curious to ask. For the new album, was there a song in particular that was tough to write? Something that was personal to put down on paper?
Oh, can I say it?
Oh,
I took on that?
go ahead.
All right, I gotta choose these words carefully. There was a song,
That's it.
and it could, yeah, that's it. There was a song, that's it. And it could happen to be the very last song on the album. It could happen to be, but it might not be. But there's a song, and it started, there was a guitar in my arms, and I was like, ooh, guitar. And I started, you know, taking the slow, I want to put this chord, and then I want to put this chord. Like the archaeology of, you know, guitar, just to find, you know, to find where to go next. It's like if you're walking, like, where do you put your foot next? You put it in a line, obviously, to get from there to there, but guitar's not like that. You may step here, then you got to step here. Then you got to step there. Like, it's like, oh, shit. So that was happening, and there was something that I made up on guitar, and I knew what I wanted to write about, and I'm not gonna say what it's about, but I knew what I wanted to write about. And I think 4 years later, after that initial guitar idea was put down on straight to tape, on cassette tape, we do a lot of shit to cassette tape. It was put down straight to cassette tape. And I knew what I wanted to write about, and it took 4 years to make that song happen.
4 years?
It was 2014 when that guitar idea was conceived, straight to tape. And it was one day I was like, yo, man, I gotta get this, I gotta do this. And it was one day, you know, you're thinking about lyrics. I had this philosophy on writing that if you're a writer, you're never not writing. So it don't matter if your book's open or if it's quiet space or if it's 1,000 people around you, like, you're writing. It doesn't matter, you're always writing. And even with that philosophy, I couldn't make it happen. Accumulating all the moments that I was around for and being inspired, I couldn't make it happen. And it was one day we had a studio session at this studio called Log Cabin. With our engineer was our brother Rich. He's a crazy engineer in Roland. Those were our engineers. And I said on this day, like looking at the calendar, like, are we going to the studio today? I'm not gonna think too far ahead about like what I'm writing or the words, but today this song will fucking happen because I'm gonna make it happen today. And I don't give a damn. Today is happening. After 4 years of trying to make it happen, I was like, nah, today. And I went there, and Brother Rich, the engineer, and Roland, they were so patient, and they created the environment for me to just spill. And I was in the booth. I wrote it in the booth. I was in there for like an hour, just writing, crossing shit out, like, nah, we need another, this. And everyone in the band slowly disappeared from the control room because someone came to have a meeting. So I'm recording this song, and then before I know it, the whole band is gone, and it's just me and the engineer just here, just recording. And that's the song that was, I feel, hard to write, or not hard, but it had to be, the stars had to be aligned. You know, I had to be in the right place at the right time with the right people, and it was just, that's something I couldn't snap my fingers and make happen, you know?
4 years, that's a hard song to write.
4 years.
And it's great. Oh, I love that song. It's so good. And I know you guys are going to love it too.
Yeah, it's it's deep, very deep.
This is a super premature question, but I wanted to ask. So with this album, I guess what's next for y'all? Like, what do y'all see in the future?
Another album.
We already started.
Really?
We couldn't let you wait 3 years.
Breaking news right now.
We got a couple
6
albums.
years.
We got a couple albums in the work, actually.
Just doubles every time.
We got the system down now. We figured it out.
It's always curious of like, for when does a band start making music? Is it continuously or is it like
Well,
with each session?
I think. Nah, go ahead, bro, you ain't even
Yeah,
speak yet.
it's definitely continuously. I feel like it's always like we might pull a song from, like Phonyland days and be like, yo, let's make this a song. Like, let's like revisit it. And so, it's like the essence of Phony Ppl is always just in rotation and it's always evolving. And, so it's always, we're always making music. Always.
What happened today?
I mean, that's like one of our things.
It's always, how do y'all like, I guess, decide or save the songs? It's just like a feeling?
I feel like when LB starts writing to it, because we have like probably like 1 million beats, and if LB feels connected to it, then it's like, all right, well, we kind of have to connect ourselves to this too, because it's about to be a problem.
And sometimes sometimes even when LB connects, we still gotta whittle it down. Like you still gotta be like, damn, this is like 30, 40 songs.
Yeah.
Lasts like 4 months. I mean, the good thing is we don't have to start from like fresh, kind of probably ever again at this point, because we just have a ton of songs to like go back to and reference and
Voice memos, all of that.
yeah, a ton of
Yeah.
voice memos.
Yeah.
Like that's how Moon happened. Moon happened from a demo of us trying some equipment out and like Asia and LB freestyle in the very beginning of it. That's why it sounds so different, because it's from a
Again, it's the voice, yeah.
yeah. The beginning is just a voice memo and then it goes into the actual one. Same with Someday and other songs like that.
Yeah, we're all producers, so it's like each of us have, at this point, thousands of beats
Yeah, it's a
per
lot.
person.
And we give ourselves challenges.
Does it get competitive? Like you'd be like, that's nice, but you need to hear this.
No, we're
Nah,
brother.
people want us to be competitive.
I love it.
And we're just never like
No comp.
like
no
it's
comp.
just yeah.
You shall not break us.
Except video games. Then it's competitive. Then I'm
game?
back.
And you put on that Super
Then I'll
Smash,
put that
it's
in, yeah.
over.
Smash?
son.
Rap.
We don't know each other.
Wow.
We don't know each other no more when that Super Smash come on.
Him? I hate
Great.
him.
He hates him. Yeah.
What's the characters? Like, what's the characters? Samus? Who's Mario?
I'm
Cloud.
Kirby gang.
Team
Team
Kirby
Kirby.
here. Me and LB is Team Kirby.
Kirby life. I'm the ghost Kirby. I like the white Kirby. That's my guy.
Yo, first of all,
Don't even say no. Don't even disrespect Kirby.
play, Kirby is trash.
I already knew it.
Everybody, Kirby is trash. And
see?
we play with Toon Link, Young Joofy. And
I got
we
Pikachu
kick ass.
and
Saw it
Lil
first.
Mac.
Anyone who wants
Say it again,
can
Adrian?
get it
Pikachu and
anytime.
Lil.
Yeah, we charge
Lil Mac.
$50 a game.
Oh, $50.
And if you win, you gotta pay us.
You said Pikachu and who?
Lil Mac.
And Lil Mac. Oh yeah, you don't want to see Adrian with Lil Mac. He gonna hit you hard.
Oh yeah.
It's fucked up, man.
Wait, Matt, for me it's Cloud and who else? I should
Ike.
remember.
Cloud and
Ike.
No, Mr. Game & Watch, dude.
Mr.
No. It's Cloud and Ike.
and Ike.
Ike. There you go.
See,
Sorry,
Anyway,
yo,
back,
we
back
about to
to
go home
music.
and play
Back to
right
music. Yeah.
yo, honestly, if we weren't nerds with video games, we couldn't be nerds with music too, or writing, or all the creatives. It's all part of
Carries
the,
over.
Yeah, it all carries over.
Yeah.
So
I'm assuming Smash
Take
Bros.
us
is
for
the game of
who
choice
we are.
on tour.
And Marvel
Smash
versus
is the
Capcom.
game of choice on tour. Cole, no.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Cole,
Shout out to
no.
Cole
too. Shout
on
out
the
to Cole.
sound, blessing us with the beautiful sound engineering, Mr.
My man,
Cole.
Bowley Bo. Yo, give it up for Cole.
Give
Yo,
it
Cole,
up.
put your hand up. Oh,
Don't look
yeah.
down.
the sexiest man.
How fun has been touring?
boldest of them all.
How fun has been touring? I came on a massive tour. Like, how's that been?
So we went on a tour with Cali Uchis. Our oh yeah, fantastic girl. We went on a nice tour where we, as Phony Ppl, opened up, and then we backed her as her backing band. So double duties every night for like 30 shows.
Twice the tequila.
Yeah. And
He's
it,
not
it
lying.
was such a fun tour because it was our first time together, like being out, like on the road, tour bus type shit break down, like nasty foods, Denny's, and all that wildness. So like,
What's that shit you get? The Grand Slamwich?
The Grand Slamwich. Yo, it looks so good online, and then it's like, ugh.
That sounds horrible. I'm not gonna.
But
The Grand.
the tour was just amazing. It allowed us to get out and see and play every night, and like yeah, so like just excited to be on our own kind of joint, and you know have those same experiences, you know,
Really
just on our headline and type shit. You know?
I mean, first of all, we met Cole, and
Shout out to Cole.
like
Shout out to Cole.
a lot of our setup, like as you can, there's no amps or anything on stage. Like we honed a lot of that while we were on tour. Just try to condense our show so it like hits hardest, but we don't have to break our backs every day. And I don't know, it was just the most fun thing ever. And it was months and months and every day of something crazy happening every day. And we got tased and we got like
Thundercat tased us.
yeah, we did tase shots. Thundercat does this thing where you like take a shot and he tases you. So that and just a lot of different situations. We went through 2 tour buses and 3 drivers. Yeah.
Three.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It was a lot. One of the drivers tried to leave most of us at a McDonald's
It got ugly.
for no reason.
It got ugly.
So it's just a lot of situations. We went to London, we came back, we did Jules Holland. It was just like a great time. It was really fun.
Yeah.
I think probably one of the cool things about a tour, I guess you get to see your fans that's all over the world. Is there a moment or a fan moment that particularly stood out to you?
Who said that?
Oh, he said it right there. Yeah.
Who said that? You? Yo, my guy.
The long walk.
A long walk. Bless up. Appreciate that. I want to say. Feedback. I just want to say, I feel super blessed every time someone says, this song got me through some shit. Yeah. Even before I know what that shit was, because it's individual. Your shit is not my shit, and my shit ain't not your shit. So before I know what your shit is, but when you say, yo, that shit got me through some shit, I'm like, ooh, success. Besides my financial situation or where the next meal is coming from, when I hear that, yo, this got me through some shit, I'm like, we are serving the purpose that we came here for. And that's like the best thing when someone's like, yo, this got me through some shit. And then I ask why, like, what's the shit that I got you through? And they tell me, oh, this. And then it takes me back to the writing, to the time when the words were forming. And then I'm like, you found a synonym in your situation for a synonym in my situation. When, you know what I mean?
Rock with it.
Hey, I need that.
You know what,
shirt.
LB? You know what, LB?
You know
Your
what
writing
it
got me
means.
through some shit.
Oh my God, Elijah Rock on the guitar.
Yo,
Hey.
LB, your writing has got me through some shit.
Oh, shit. Damn, yo, we lit. Like that, honestly, that alone is all I need. That's all I need, you know? If I know where my next meal's coming from, not the next 2, but the next 1 meal's coming from, I got some shoes on, and my writing got them through some shit, I'm good.
Well, even, yo, like, all right, I don't want to make, but not even to make it corny, but there's some of the new stuff that you've been working on, and then some of the stuff we've been working on that there's 2 songs that I know that actually got me to tear up. So, like, really when, yo, we got some stuff for you guys, man. I'm excited.
Fact. Stuff. It won't take as long for the next project.
Nah.
Yeah, it won't. You don't worry.
All right, now we're gonna open up the floor and have the fans ask some questions.
People.
The people. Rule is you ask a question, I repeat it, y'all answer. Cool, got it. And first one.
Are we doing it at the same time?
Patel,
Hey, Adam Patel.
are you about to hit
Wish
the
you were here.
5-part harmony right now? You about to hit the Temptations 5-part harmony?
Yeah.
Nah, we're not gonna do that.
1, 2, 3.
Adam Mattel, we wish you was here right now.
Yo,
We wish you was here.
where you at, bro?
Adam, we wish you was here right now.
Where you at, bro?
We do.
Come.
Look, can you pan the camera real quick so Adam can see how lovely it is?
Look what you missing, bro.
Missing out.
You
Alex.
missing, bro. Yo, Alan.
It's Adam.
Adam.
Yo, all right, so I have a terrible tendency of calling
bad.
everybody something else. So
He don't,
deal
even,
with it, bro.
Welcome. Welcome to Phony Ppl.
he don't even know my name, bro.
Does anyone else have a question? Question. Okay.
You got that? You got that? It was good?
Woman
All
in the
right, brother.
back, glasses.
Trying to blow our spot up.
All right, I gotta speak on that.
So the question that was asked was the outros. Are those planned skits or are those authentic?
Okay, check this. I am a fan of recording naturalness, and honestly, there must be an intuitive switch that says you should have already been recording 5 seconds ago. And I've caught some shit, like some amazing human naturalness. You know what I mean? And when that feeling hits you, like yo, you should have been recording 5 seconds ago. I hit that shit. And I hit that shit, and then magic happens. You know, it's not nothing planned, nothing scripted. It's natural. I feel like you're talking about Smoke to Get Sober.
Yeah.
I feel like that. And Smoke to Get Sober, I rolled the L. I was in Long Island, smoking the L in a car. I was hotboxing in the car, right? And the car didn't even run. It was in a lot.
I mean, we don't do drugs.
And yeah, it was in a lot. And I was with my Long Island friends, my you know. And this girl never ever smoked before. So I had an L rolled up in some paper like how we do. And they had a bong, a whole bong with the water in it and the piece you gotta, you know. And I'm smoking the L, we passing the L, there's a blunt going around, there's an L going around, and there's a bong. And there's this girl, and she don't know what to do with the bong. So she's like, yo, how do I do? And I'm like, I felt that intuitive, yo, you better hit that red button right now. So I hit that red button, and she didn't know what to do with the bong, and he's like, yo, just do this, just take the lighter, just put it in there, just breathe in, you know, breathe out first so you can breathe in a little bit. And she didn't know what to do. So he's sparking it for her, and somehow magically the spark hit her eyelash. And then she's like, yo, it fucking hit my eyelash. And I knew, I was talking to God, I was like, yo, thank you, God, for telling me to record this, because this is hot. And then, you know, we had there's a million of those moments, but we had a consensual agreeance on that moment, like, yo, this moment is real, like, you know? So we made that a part of the album, but it was all natural, no scripts, no nothing, that was just naturalness.
I feel like most of the time it's just whoever recorded last is who you're gonna hear. Like whoever, if the drums were recorded last, you're gonna hear Matt say bitch or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, that's on the album, right? Bitch. At the end, what song is it? You say, yo, these drums are done, bitch.
It's hard.
We got one more question. Miss in the far, I guess, am I right?
You tell me.
That's a different kind of question. That's a whole nother breed of question.
It's at Caslow House.
Where's the after party was asked?
It's at the after party at Caslow House.
Castle House. Right now.
Yo, Caslow.
Hey,
Caslow.
Caslow.
All right, so thank y'all for coming through. A round of applause one more time for Phony Ppl. One more time.
Thank you all so much for being here. Omar Ba, what's up? Thank you.
Do not leave. There's more drinks. There's more food. Please chill. And also there'll be a world premiere of the new song off the album.
I forgot about that. Oh, shit. We got a whole video to show y'all. So everybody that
Before you get a boyfriend, the new video will premiere. So watch, eat, drink, be merry.
Eat,
Y'all be
drink.
coming out.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yo, shout outs to my guy right here. You know how I go a long way.
The sixth member.
The sixth
Six
member.
Everybody on the triangle.
My son played the triangle.
You already got the dreadlocks.
Yo,
Yo.
thank you, everybody.
We want to talk to you guys. Don't be scared. We here. Thank you so much for coming out.